Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, and their twin flame connection. Twins, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram, both listed in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Twins, I hope that you're doing well. If you're here and you're unsure of what a twin flame dynamic is, I've included a link to Gabi Kovalenko's full-length explanation of the twin flame dynamic in the description box below. She provides so much incredible insight and knowledge into explaining that, that no matter however I would ever try to explain it, I would never be able to match how succinctly and beautifully she does it. In a nutshell, the twin flame connection is all about two people who share the same energetic soul, the same core frequency of their soul. It's like one human being in the entire universe of souls that matches yours precisely. Not everyone has a twin flame, and not all twins are incarnated in the same lifetime. People who are twins who have met in this lifetime usually experience a connection, a bond that is like no other soul connection or experience that they've ever had in their life. But the connection is so intense that the pressure builds upon it and it becomes almost too much to bear. And the twins usually head into a separation period where one person is a chaser and one person is a runner. And those energies can flip. Your twin is a mirror to you. They are a catalyst to all of your triggers and traumas and the healing process, your spiritual awakening process. I am a twin flame. I was in separation from my twin for 7 years and no contact for 5. We just came back into union last year. And the one thing I will say about that is the triggers don't go away even when you come back into union with your twin. But what is different is that when you do reunite with your twin, if that's what you desire, it will mean that you and your twin have separately done work on yourselves. They've gone through a healing process, gone through an exploration of the self, of the soul, that you've discovered your gifts and that you've used those gifts to help others. Because that's what it's all about. The twin flame journey is not actually just about a union process with another person, but it's more about coming into union with yourself, bringing together the divine feminine and divine masculine aspects of yourself. So I do these readings to help twins navigate the journey. I'm going to be using 2 decks for your reading today, twins. The first one for the overall energy is going to be from the What We've Forgotten Oracle deck, and a new deck to my channel, which I am so excited to use to show you. I might use these, I just might continue with the sign readings and the individual signs and just keep using this deck because I love it so much. It's the Princess Bride. If you are familiar, and I hope that you are, if you're familiar with the story of the Princess Bride or have seen the movie, then you will gather that Princess Buttercup and Wesley are twin flames. Everything that I've described, they go through in that story. It's an epic love affair, an intense love affair, and actually their polarities change. One was a chaser, Then the other one was a chaser, and they flip polarities. They fight for one another. They learn about their own individual strength. They have a separation period. They come into union. They help others. They raise others up. It's an incredible, hilarious, and fun movie. It's probably one of my top 5. And the fact that there is now a tarot deck just makes me so happy. So it's been giving very good messages for the other elements thus far. And I no doubt that it will give good messages, important messages for you today, air signs. We're going to get a card for the overall energy. The cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for the air signs and their twin flame connection. Thank you. Very powerful. I was just talking about this yesterday with a friend. Number 44, which is a master number. Talking about stability, firm foundations, portal energy, the Akashic records. Look at that. Incredible. Incredible. It's crazy. I got together with a friend that I hadn't seen in forever yesterday, and we went down a huge rabbit hole of just every topic. Akashic records came up, and it's really interesting to try and explain the Akashic records to somebody who is not at all familiar. And he just kept saying, "What's the word you're saying?" And I was like, Akashic. And he then said, "I know that word," because he was listening, I think, to some hip-hop song or some rap song where the person, the singer, or the performer mentions like the Akasha in the song. And he goes, "I've been listening to that song nonstop, but I couldn't understand why." And I was like, there are no coincidences. You know, there just aren't. Like, I haven't seen this friend in literal years. And the fact that he told me that, I was like, yep, we were supposed to see each other today. The Akashic records, the great storehouse, library in the sky, but it's more about interdimensional aspect, where all of the information of the universe, past, present, and potential future, the potentialities of all realities, exist in the Akashic records. The Akashic records is a place, is a concept you can visit. Everyone has the ability, everyone has the access. They might not have the ability yet to access it, but you have the key card. You just don't know where the door is. The Akashic records can help a person, if you've explored it, to understand why you are in the place that you are in this lifetime. So if you ever schedule an Akashic records reading or are able to access it, you can pull off the conceptual book off the shelf of your life, of your lives, of your potentialities, and open it up and access, you know, the path that you have taken in your past lives and in this current life, and the multiple paths that you could take in the future. I mean, it's an interesting concept, and that could be something that you're really exploring right now. And as an air element, you're looking at it from it's hard to kind of wrap your mind around it, but you're looking at it from a historical perspective, perhaps, because the idea of the Akasha is ancient. Thank you, Spirit. So Spirit could be showing you, you know, videos or texts, like not a text message, but rather an actual text, a book, a source material that talks about the Akasha. And maybe you're at this point in your life where you're exploring spiritual concepts, you know, and, you know, Spirit is definitely bringing that out in you if you're a twin flame. My twin flame is an air element. He's a Gemini, and very, you know, very science-minded and objectively minded, rational mind, and yet he thinks of the headiest concepts. He's very he's a spiritual person. But he's also a Gemini, so it's like with Gemini, it's like this and that are true. He can exist in the space where there's tension between the rational material world mind and the spiritual headiness of everything. So I'm seeing that tension for you right now, where you're looking at an idea of what the Akashic records could hold for you and perhaps your twin. What is written in the Akashic records about your twin? I asked the Akashic records about my twin flame connection, and I got very interesting results, right? So these could be concepts that you're dealing with at this time, or your twin could be dealing with at this time. I'm going to pull 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier. The first set of cards will be the lessons that you've learned. The second set, what does Spirit want to teach you now? And the third set of cards, messages from your twin. I am only taking uprights in this reading. Two more. So 2 extra cards flipped out, and I'm going to take them, and it's incredible, and I'll tell you. So I've not actually experienced that. I've been reading tarot for about, I don't know, 6 years now. It's very clear to me that Spirit is really putting the reins of the horse, right? Putting the reins of the horse squarely into your hands with your twin flame journey at this time. Because there are no major arcana cards on the table. And for the other 3 elements in this series, maybe 2 major arcana cards have flipped out in the whole thing. And that's rare. When major arcana cards from the tarot flip out, it shows me that powerful energies are at play and divinely guided energies are at play. It's like the divine coming in. It's not to say that they're not with you. They're always with you. But sometimes they have to put their stamp of approval, or they put they're heavy-handed with what's going on in your life. Their presence is very muted in this series of twin flame readings, because those major arcana cards are not here, right? So we're dealing with the everyday, the material world, the nitty-gritty, the little decisions that add up to big results, right? For example, I could turn off the reading right now and just say I'm tired and head out the door and walk down the street and have dinner by myself, or call up a friend and go to a different town, or I don't drive, but get in the car and drive to another. We always make decisions every single day that affect our future. So we want to do things with some kind of air of mindfulness, but also playfulness. And Spirit is bringing that up right now. And they're letting you take the reins of the decision making. Because I feel, Spirit just showed me the words high trust. So the Spirit guides are really, Spirit just showed me the word impressed. The Spirit guides are telling me, because a lot of twins have come into union in the last couple of years. I think the Spirit guides have been very impressed with twins and the movements that they've been making to not only heal themselves, but to to help to heal others with their gifts, whatever those gifts may be. Because, and I was saying this in the Earth sign reading, these are dark times, dark times. It's like the world is under collapse right now, and maybe it had to. This is an argument that my twin and I get into all the time. It's just like, there needed to be world collapse, and I'm like, what are you talking about? But, you know, there's tower moments happening every moment of every day, and it's exhausting. It's exhausting for twin flames and light workers and empaths. It's tiring. And yet, twins everywhere are trying to affect small and big change in any way that they can. I know this. I'm doing this, and I know this of other twin flames. So, the 2 extra cards that came out are really beautiful. The King of Florins, which is the King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Goblets, which is the Queen of Cups. It's interesting. I usually see this, of course, as Cancer energy, which I'm a Cancer, so that's beautiful. I see the King of Pentacles often as Capricorn. It can be attributed, obviously, to Virgo and Taurus, too, as it is an earth sign energy, but I'm seeing it as Capricorn, and specifically because Capricorn and Cancer are opposite each other on the astrological axis. Why did I say access? You need access to something? Access to the Akashic records? Axis is what I meant to say, or, you know, maybe not. Spirit took me over on that one word. So there's something about the Capricorn Cancer axis that might be relevant to you. I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not really privy to all of what that would mean for you, but that might be something worth exploring. They keep showing me the Tropic of Cancer. Is there a Tropic of Capricorn on the Earth meridian? I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to express here, but I'm seeing a globe, and I'm seeing all of the meridian lines, I guess you call them. I'm seeing the equator, and then the Tropic of Cancer, and then there's another tropic. I think it's of Capricorn, but I'm not sure. Why Spirit? And now it's like, are we talking about coordinates? Are we talking about time zones? Take it as it resonates. I'm not really sure, but I just needed to spit it out. Maybe you and your twin are in different time zones. That could be a possibility, or different coordinates, different places on the planet, like very different, like drastically different. Like my twin and I live in different countries. So take that as it resonates. But the Queen of Goblets and the King of Florins is a beautiful combination, right? These are really settled, stable energies. Queen of Cups is very generous with her emotions, with her love, her friendship. King of Pentacles is stable, solid, steady, abundant. 2 very generous energies, also generous. That's beautiful. So for the first set of cards, lessons you've learned. Another Queen, Queen of Swords. Just judging by the look on her, Princess Buttercup's face, she was standing up to who she perceived as an adversary. Later she discovers as her lover in disguise, right? Her twin in disguise. But she stood up to him. Because he was playing a little bit of, he was game playing, and she wasn't putting up with it. She wasn't dealing with that BS. Queen of Swords is somebody who knows the truth, but wants to know if you know the truth. She already has the answers. Do you have the answers? It's like manager vibe. Manager already knows the answers, but do you know the answers? It's like that. It's like I see this forthrightness and this resoluteness in her face. Like she's not putting up with any BS. And there was this feeling that I get in you, air signs, that whatever is happening in your life, Queen of Swords, I feel, is like Libra energy. You are looking, in some aspect of your life, you're looking for justice. It doesn't even have to do with your twin, but there's something in your spiritual awakening, in your evolution as a human being, that tested you. And you're getting to the truth of the matter. And it's clarified here by the Page of Wands so that you can explore something new, right? So that you can, it's like using all of this mature energy to step into a new phase of your life where you are kind of focusing on curiosity, right? Because sometimes, like, I'm gonna be 49 this year, right? Almost to 50. And sometimes, and I never thought of this when I was younger, but you get to be this age and you're set in your ways. Like, I'm in bed by 9:30 at the latest, right? It's like I'm going out starting at 10 o'clock. Are you crazy? You couldn't pay me enough to start an evening at 10 p.m. You could not do it. Nope. I need to be inside the house, right? So it's like old habits die hard at this age. So there is a sense of complacency that comes with having a lot of experience. It's like, I've been there, done that. No matter what age you are, if you have a lot of experience, if you've been through a lot of trauma in your life, or you've been through a lot, you start to develop a thick skin. And so the idea of starting a new venture, it's difficult, but I see you doing it. Page of Wands. Exploring a new horizon, being curious, asking questions, and then stepping in that direction. Just say, I'm just going to try. And I know I've been through a lot, but it doesn't have to take away my sense of childlike wonder, which is what this card represents. And I feel that very strongly. You know, if I didn't have that childlike wonder, I would have never learned tarot. I learned tarot during the pandemic because I had a lot more time on my hands. Spirit was entering into my life in a way that they never had before, and brought tarot to my my boss at the time. Actually, he was a friend. He was the one that turned me on to tarot. He's like, you should watch this tarot reading on YouTube. And I was like, well, I'm not really into tarot. And he's like, just watch it. And I watched it, and it was so resonant. And I was like, I don't understand how this is happening. It's a video recording. How is it happening? How does this guy know exactly what I'm thinking and feeling? And then we went down the rabbit hole, and here we are, right? So, and that's, you know, during all this time in the pandemic times, it's when I learned I was a twin flame, the whole thing, right? But somewhere along the way, I had to step outside my comfort zone and learn something new. And I'm so thankful I did, because it's my calling. I found my calling, and how lucky am I to have found it. And right now, I'm doing it for free. And because I know it's my calling. And Spirit has rewarded me in so many ways. but I have to pursue my calling, right? So this could be about your calling, now that I'm bringing it up. It's almost like you saying, you know, like, I won't be, well, I just heard nobody puts baby in the corner, which is a completely different cult classic, Dirty Dancing. So that might be relevant to you, because I just felt this like defiance, just nobody puts baby in the corner. I hope you all know what that reference is, but it's this idea that, you know, parents trying to tell us what to do, society trying to tell us what to do. You're just saying, no, I'm going to strike out on my own. I'm going to do things differently. I'm going to do things my way. I'm going to do what feels right for me. What is Spirit trying to teach you right now? Page of Florins. So another Page of Pentacles. Look at that. Look at how fancy this horse is. Looks like it's in like a music video or something. Page of Pentacles, Page of Florins. It's this sense that we're not only going to like step in a new direction, but we're going to recognize all the new opportunities when they are in front of us. Because doors are opening every day. We just have to be aware. We have to be observant of all the messages that Spirit is trying to show us every single day. I don't take anything for granted. Like, it's really crazy, some of the things that like I've come across. Like, just because I was paying attention. Sometimes I don't pay attention. I'm like lost in my own little world, and I miss a lot of things, right? I'm a human being. But there are other times when I'm massively paying attention and I see things that just are so astounding to me. So, like, for example, I've found lottery tickets on the ground, like scratch-off tickets, lottery tickets. I always pick them up and check them. You just never know. And guess what? I found 2 scratch-off tickets at 2 separate times. Both of them were winners. Everything had already been scratched off, but I just checked them. One was a $5 winner and one was a $2 winner. Still a winner. Like, how does that happen? Actually, the $5 one was not even scratched. It was a brand new scratch-off ticket that I found coming home from the subway station. Like, how does that happen? And people were walking right past it. That's a superficial example. I mean, I've gotten signs through license plates and paintings and other conversations that people channeled to me. It's like crazy stuff. Like a bee just landed on my window again. It's the same bee that's been hovering around this whole afternoon. Like, I live on the 3rd floor. Maybe it can see some of the flowers through the window and is trying to get to them, but like, there are no flowers up here. And a bee is very relevant. My name is Honey. Like, I take that very seriously. It's like Spirit trying to knock on the window, get in. Or trying to remind you of the sweet reward. Right? So it's like Spirit saying, continue in that vein. You're already branching out. Continue and recognize the open doors when they come across your path. Clarifying that is the 4 of Florins, the 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles can sometimes be a little bit of stingy energy, like holding it really close to our chest. I don't necessarily see that here. He's kind of juggling. The feeling that I get from this card is about making it work. We're going to make it work. I feel like you're not going to let anything pass you by anymore. You're going to see an opportunity and you're going to take it and you're going to see where it leads. I'm going to ask Spirit one clarifier for that. What's the first open door of opportunity for the air signs and their twin flame connection? Whoa. Where did that card go? Five of Wands. That's very interesting. It's such a funny scene when he has to take down the giant. That's very interesting because Spirit just gave me an image of the movie with Julia Roberts, Erin Brockovich. Do you know that movie, Erin Brockovich, based on the actual person who went up against a big corporation that was dumping, it's been a while since I saw that film, toxic chemicals into the water supply or something. It's causing people to die, get sick, and Erin Brockovich, real life person, went up against everybody, went up against the giant. So there's this, you know, use your discernment, air signs, but there's this sense that you're standing up to something. It's a big opportunity for you too. You're standing up to something, you're standing up for something. You're not backing down. It's really brave. It's really brave. You look a little worried. But you're kind of in it to win it. It's not going to be easy though. Five of Wands is not easy. Sometimes it's a card of like fighting against ourselves. But I see somebody going up against something big, like a company, or I don't know, it could be family, something big. Standing up for yourself. Standing up for yourself. That's the bravest thing we can do, isn't it? What does your twin want to express to you at this time? The Four of Goblets, the Four of Cups. Four of Cups is a weird kind of card because it usually depicts 3 cups that are still full and 1 cup that is, well, this one is turned over, but it's usually like 1 cup that comes out of the cloud and it's from Spirit. Brand new cup. All the cups have love and emotion and soul and heart space ideas in them. So it's this sense that it's hard for your twin at this time to see something as a blessing, maybe, because it's clarified by the Ten of Swords. Your twin could be going through something really tough right now, and they're battling it alone, or what feels like alone, and it's difficult for them to see, like, how is this going to end? Is it going to end well? And you could be sensing that, right? Twins have a telepathic connection. So in a way, you know, you're standing up to this and they're standing up to this. And it's like backs against the wall. But not backing down. And so in that sense, you and your twin are mirroring one another. I'm gonna get, I didn't pull the card of advice for the others, but I'll pull a card of advice for you. For this twin flame connection. I should have said it and I didn't say it, and now I'm annoyed that I didn't say it. Well, I'm just gonna say it. So, one of the most incredible readers, and there's so many incredible readers on YouTube. They are my tarot teachers and I owe them everything. One of the single most incredible readers that has been and will ever be is San Scripts Tarot. San, S-A-N, Scripts Tarot. She's the best, she's the best, she's the best. I love her. I think that she's the most powerful reader on YouTube. I wish I had 1/10 of her powers. She's super humble and super awesome, and I don't miss a single reading, and neither should you. Anyway, sometimes when she sees certain cards, she talks about the back-to-back connection. Back-to-back connection. Like if there are two cards that have that are kind of back-to-back against each other, she interprets that as those two people, those two characters, having a telepathic connection. And I kind of, when I was talking about backs against the wall, I almost saw the cards like this. That you, sorry, the light is being weird. You and your twin with your backs against each other's backs. And so that there's this like telepathic connection between the two of you. And then this card came out. I didn't say any of that though, but you're just gonna have to trust, right? Because I work with Spirit, and Spirit knows when I'm fibbing and when I'm not fibbing, and I don't tend to fib because Spirit is listening. And then this card came out. 2 of Florins, 2 of Pentacles. Juggling, multitasking, and Spirit is saying, you're doing a great job. You're trying, eventually though, we're gonna have to prioritize. But right now, you're managing a lot of things, and you're doing a great job, and you should give yourself some credit. I know my twin is managing a lot in his life right now, and he's doing a phenomenal job. He's doing a phenomenal job. But then again, so am I, and I'm doing a great job. And you and your twin are the same, right? I'm saying you and your twin. You know, you're battling a lot of things, but I don't see you. I mean, I keep hearing, I don't like Tom Petty, but I keep hearing him sing, and I won't back down. Like, I keep hearing that over and over and over in my head. It's like Spirit just saying, keep the faith. Keep the faith in yourself and in your twin. You're going to get through this. That's your reading, twins. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, twins.